Good evening. It's my pleasure as the principal of Truman Campus, Open Doors, Career Academy, Internet Academy to welcome you to the commencement celebration for class of 2019. To start our ceremony, rather than the national anthem, what we'll do is actually stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. Graduates, remain standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Graduates, you may sit down. Family members, today we are joined by some distinguished guests, and at this point in our ceremony, we'd like you to be introduced to our Federal Way School Board President, Mr. Jeffrey McAnalloy. Federal Way School Board Vice President, Ms. Trudy Davis, and our Federal Way School Board of Directors, Mr. Hiroshi Eto, Dr. Jennifer Jones, Ms. Lakeisha Phillips, Dr. Tammy Campbell, Superintendent of Federal Way Public Schools, Dr. Danny Pfeiffer, Deputy Superintendent of Federal Way Public Schools. Our Learning Improvement Officers, Marlon Newton, Martin Boonstra, and Diane Ellis. I'd also like to specifically recognize the staff at Career Academy, Internet Academy, and Federal Way Open Doors. Thank you for honoring them with a round of applause. We know that these people have guided you on your path unconditionally. Also, before we begin, I'd like to recognize that we are on the land of the indigenous people, particularly the Puyallup tribe. I would like to thank them for being the past, present, and future keepers of this land. So as we're gathered together as supporters of these young, wonderful, incredible young people, and we know that it is a celebration of them, we also know that there were family and friends who've supported them on their journey, and without your unconditional love and support, guidance, and absolute belief along the way, for those who are present and those who couldn't be with us for the day, that they wouldn't be sitting here without you. Please, graduates, will you please stand and recognize your loved ones? Okay, wait a minute. They're supposed to be honoring you. Honor them just as loud as they honored you, absolutely. Class of 2019, you can be seated. Thank you. As many of you know, the young people sitting before you have a powerful individual story of tenacity and perseverance. Therefore, we've selected 3 scholars to share their experience, strength, and hope with you. Would the young people, Kia Jeffries, Danny White, and Alicia Pankey, please join me up here?
Hello, my name is Kia Jeffries, and it's an honor to be speaking in front of you guys today. First, I want to say congrats to the class of 2019. We made it. made it through the tough and almost impossible years of immaturity, obstacles, but the tassel was definitely worth the hassle. Starting high school wasn't easy for some of us, but clearly, sitting here, we've all turned our life around to do things for the better. I'm proud of myself and for everybody here for achieving the first step of our future. I stand here today as one of the first children of my mother to be graduating on time. Growing up, I always felt... Growing up, I always felt pressure. I have to do good. I can't be like the peers around me. I have to do better. This was my motivation, and everyone sitting here has their own motivation. I believe the only way to get through high school is to know you have something waiting on the other side for you. So do your best and mature your best. We've all had our ups and downs through these 4 years, but managed to push past and succeed our limits. One thing I want to say for our future graduates later down the line is do your absolute best. Don't slack off, because the more you do, it makes graduating high school 10 times harder. Don't give up, thrive to the end. It's 4 years of your life that's going to open many doors for you once you get to this point. Snatch every opportunity that comes your way, even if it doesn't feel like it's going to benefit you. No path is permanent, and you're most likely going to open a door that you didn't want to walk through. Remember, it's never too late to graduate and receive the diploma. It's a gift for yourself, if anything. I want to thank Ms. Washington, Mr. Balesa, and Doc Stewie for helping me achieve what I wanted to achieve. And seeing me for my worth and my potential. They gave me so many opportunities and never gave up on me, along with everybody else. Truman gave me and a lot of us a second chance to do everything right. Helping us one-on-one, and I can honestly say without this school and the wonderful staff, I wouldn't have made it. So thank you all, and thank you all for listening. I'm Kia Jeffries, and congrats to the class of 2019.
Just a technical difficulty here. Perfect. Okay. Where is her speech is the question. She's got it right here by her name that says Danny. Danny, welcome. There you go.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start by thanking you all for coming tonight to support our 2019 graduates. It is with great honor that I stand before you to give this speech. Today marks the start of a new chapter of all of our lives. Many of us will go to college. Some of us will give it a shot at adulting, and some of us may have enjoyed the fight for our country. With this new chapter will come many new experiences, memories, and choices to be made. Recently, I was listening to the radio, and I heard a song that really made me think. It's not a new song, but with graduation and my future life looming ahead, I really heard the words of the song, and I would like to share with you what I took away from it. Throughout your life, you may be given rewards, such as promotions, honors, or medals, but you should never selfishly brag about these rewards. Be proud of that hard work, but you should always remember one thing: be humble and kind. Along with success, you may also experience struggles and problems. On your way out of these struggles, be sure you really earn it. Don't cheat, don't steal, and don't lie, or step on others to get where you need to be. Use your successes to help others around you instead of trying to take them down. And always be humble and kind. Acts of kindness during your life will be worth more than any paycheck you could ever earn. Show respect to those around you. Hold the door open. Help your elderly neighbor with their groceries. Always say please and thank you. Sometimes people may make you angry or upset. You should never hold a grudge against these people because it can hold you back from succeeding. Always remember to stay humble and kind. Don't ever take for granted this world we have been given to live in, or the people in it. Take time to visit your family and friends, reminisce about old times, and make plans for the future. Take time to enjoy the small things in life. Put your phone down, smell the flowers, splash in the puddles, and gaze at the stars. You may think it will be a waste of time, but you will always be thankful you did, and you will never regret it in the end. When you have succeeded, don't let your success get to your head. Don't forget where you came from, and always help those who follow in your steps. And always remember to stay humble and kind. Thank you.
My name's Alicia. Okay. Good evening, class of 2019, or should I say class of 2018, or class of 2017. You see, it does not matter what year we were supposed to graduate. It does not matter how long it took us to get here today. What matters is that all of us graduates are about to walk across this stage, period. When I was younger, back in middle school, I always thought that getting my high school diploma would become easy, as if it was supposed to be just handed to me. For some students, it was probably easy, but for many of us, it was an ongoing struggle. We have dealt with a lot: homelessness, teen parenting, juvenile justice, loss of a loved one, rest in peace, depression, anxiety and health issues, maybe dropping out only to realize how important it is to go back and finish. The great news is we made it. We finally accomplished something most of us didn't think we could, but we're not stopping now. The work continues. We have proven to ourselves and society that we are valuable individuals with plenty to offer our community. Whether we have decided to continue on to college, military, or a career, we have the skills to keep ourselves motivated and complete what we started. This diploma is the first step. We need to keep thriving, evolving, and becoming the person we're meant to be. I'm sorry, I'm hot. 2 years ago, I would never have imagined myself walking across this stage at all. I lacked motivation. I don't know about you guys, but at my previous high school, I never wanted to attend. It seemed that schools were giving out too much work without a connection to my future. I was going downhill and nobody seemed to care, including myself. I took a risk to enroll at Washington Youth Academy in Bremerton. At Washington Youth Academy, I gained self-discipline, self-love, motivation to do better. After completing that program, I decided to enroll at Federal Way Open Doors. Coming back to the city of Federal Way was not a smooth transition. I slacked a bit with distractions, but I had learned things about myself, and I knew I could do better. I made a promise to myself to finish high school, even if I was a year later than my grad year. With my determination, I met people at Open Doors who truly cared about me and wanted to see me succeed. I was able to decide on a career pathway and make plans for meeting my goals and dreams. My son is due in late August, and that has given me extra incentive to finish strong. I want to be a positive role model for him and his generation. It looks bright and it feels amazing. I'm continuing my education by attending Highline College and pursuing a nursing degree. I am excited about my future for the first time in a long time. Last but not least, I would like to thank family and friends for coming out and showing love to the class of 2019. I personally want to give a shout out to all the people who pushed me, encouraged me, guided me, but most importantly, never once gave up on me.
Wow, these are real stories of real young people. No words. Thank you so much for sharing. Our wonderful speakers, thank you for sharing your experience, strength, and hope. So we know that we have some words of wisdom for these young people too. It's hard to believe with what they've shared tonight, but we also too would like to impart them with some kind and wise words. With a little bit of that inspiration, I invite Dr. Tammy Campbell, Superintendent of Federal Way Public Schools, to address the class of 2019.
Greetings, parents, guardians, family, friends, staff, and most importantly, graduates. Today marks a milestone in your education career, signifying your readiness to embark on post-secondary pursuits that include college, apprenticeships, the military, the trades, or careers. Today is the beginning, not the end. The class of 2019 is truly extraordinary. In total, across all of our high schools, we have 1,576 graduates. You can give a round of applause for that. These scholars have been awarded $17,420,000 in scholarships. 9 out of 10 of the graduates plan on attending a post-secondary training or certificate program after high school, including an apprenticeship, a technical, a 2- or a 4-year college or institution. In short, they're ready to move forward with their futures. 231 of these scholars are the first in their family to graduate from high school. That's pretty incredible. 400 of these scholars will be the first in their family to attend college this fall. Graduating class of 2019, you are exceptional. Graduates, I have a very short and simple message to impart upon you as you march boldly towards your future. The message is encaptured by 3 big ideas. The first is for you to protect your vision, your dream for your future. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve it or accomplish it. I think the speakers who came before me illustrated that very point. I recently heard a quote in which the person stated, "Don't make permanent decisions about your future based on the opinions of temporary people." Surround yourself with people who build, lift, and push you to be your better self. One of the biggest indicators of success is who you surround yourself with. Remember that, graduates. That's one of the most important lessons I want you to consider. Secondly, there are no shortcuts. You must be willing to grind it out and put in the work. Success comes before work only in the dictionary. The most successful people persist and they outlast the flash in the pan. They stick it out and they see tasks through. They practice and they continually work on improving themselves. Finally, your journey on this planet is about growth, improvement, and getting better. And the process of improvement is almost always forged through struggle, failure, and challenge. If you don't believe me, ask Oprah, ask Gandhi, ask Michael Jordan, ask Jay-Z, ask J.K. Rowling, ask Bill Gates, ask your classmates, ask yourselves, and you will hear a common thread. Through struggle, we gain clarity about our gifts, our purpose, our convictions, and our destiny. So when faced with a difficulty or failure, turn to it, embrace it, knowing that it will be a time for you to learn about yourself and grow. Class of 2019, I want to leave you with these words by Maya Angelou. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Now go out and change the world.
Dr. Campbell, thank you so much. So I've already shared with you, it's my absolute honor to serve this group of intelligent, tenacious, persistent young people as their principal. It's actually the greatest gift. I don't do this work alone. Along with my thoughtful, hardworking, student-centered colleagues, I'd like to shout out, again, the staff that work tirelessly each day, along with the leadership team, Aaron Balessa, Mike Filing, April Williams, Linda Linthicum, and all the staff that's here this evening. Thank you. When I was thinking about what to tell the class of 2019, I got very reflective in that I've spent more time with these young people than my own children. And though my children are probably happy about that, I want to honor the fact that we've been through a lot together, and I appreciate you trusting me with your educational, personal, and academic goals. Yes. Because I've spent more time with this group of young people, I can assure our community, our colleges, our military, our workplaces, that they are in absolute good hands with the class of 2019. With that, class of 2019, you know I have to ask you to do something, and that's a call to action. This is an opportunity for you to come back, keep the conversation going. Talk to young people that were where you were when you started. Come back to Truman. Change the narrative of a non-traditional pathway to a positive, innovative one, because we all know the secret, it works. So let's talk a little bit about coming to Truman campus. These young people and the people that supported them, you took a risk. And I'm actually reading a book right now, and I promise not to bore you with a vocabulary lesson, but this book talks a lot about risk-taking and vulnerability. In her research, Brene Brown talks about vulnerability being key to your best self. My best self is always in the connections that I make. And in talking with you and leading up to today, I know you've made connections with someone in our school that's actually moved you forward. Ms. Brown goes on to talk about these connections, and she says, you need to let yourself be seen. Develop a sense of worthiness, which then turns into a strong sense of self, which allows you to tell your story with your whole heart. When we make connections, when we don't make connections and feel unworthy, we numb, and I don't mean to be a downer, but when we numb, we've turned into a society that is the most in debt, most obese, most medicated and addicted in history. Okay, so we're not gonna stay there, we're gonna keep moving forward. Why I'm sharing this with you is you young people already speak your truth. You Truman Scholars are given the opportunity to change that narrative in telling others about you and letting them connect with you. I'll tell you that changing the narrative, taking a risk, and being vulnerable is what earned each of you a seat here today. What evidence do we have that says you're going to succeed? Well, in addition to being the largest graduating class with the most post-secondary outcomes in Truman campus history, yes. Not to mention on an award-winning campus. In closing the achievement gap, you can be sure that there are no barriers or obstacles that you can't face. This group is truly leaving the school that they entered a better place and leaving a legacy in our community. My final thought, and this comes from this book that I'm reading, is remember, you're meant to be imperfect. You're meant to struggle. You're hardwired to struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging. So I'm going to end by saying thank you, class of 2019, for allowing me to be vulnerable and be a principal in no program I've ever been before. I've learned more from you than anywhere else. Thank you for giving me the grace to stretch and grow in my own leadership on our award-winning campus that houses 3 innovative programs. Class of 2019, please rise. Yes. Superintendent Dr. Campbell and Federal Way School Board, as principal of Truman Campus, Federal Way Open Doors, Career Academy, Internet Academy, we're pleased to present you with a class of 2019. Ms. Trudy Davis, will you come and accept the class?
Nope, I have mine.
Me too.
I was hoping all those chairs were for me, but I believe they're for these beautiful people here. I'm honored to be standing before this group of young people who were so determined to get to this day. School can be tough, and for the most part, an emotional roller coaster, but you braved the ride of projects and testing and long days, and I'm sure a lot of days of wanting off the ride. Throughout life, these types of days will come again, but you've proven that you're courageous, you have the fierceness, you are willing to do what it takes to get to the next level. So as you move on to your to college and to your careers, remember to have some fun. It's okay to have some fun. And to set some goals, of course, and remember to thank the family and friends who supported you along the way. And remember to call home sometimes and let people know you're okay. With that, I'm saying congratulations and continue to be great. And on behalf of the Board of Directors of Federal Way Public Schools, I accept the graduating class of Federal Way Open Doors, Career Academy, and Internet Academy.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. We will now individually recognize our graduates and award their diplomas. Yes. Junior Marshall, will you please take your position? What we will ask is that while people's names are being called, that people be courteous and remain quiet so everyone can hear their graduate being called. Of course, celebrate, but make sure not to go over the next graduate. I think that's where you guys are set up, yeah. And we just follow the group in, Marla? Follow this end group, don't you think? Like just follow the kids, the first row, so you don't walk in front. No, just follow them to get over there without walking in front. That's what I mean. Yeah, there you go. I think it's okay.
Grace Rebecca Garman. Kayla Michelle Jordan. Sharissa Felder. Kia Jeffries.
Julian Ash. Artavius McGee. Aiden Domenico Genovese. John Jesus Rojas Chavira.
Very good. Michaela Beals. Vanessa Rodriguez. Ashlyn Victoria Robinson. Peyton Betha Gasca. I got you, girl. Amaya Marie Green. Mercedes Alexa Larson. Cindy Gisa. A lot of girls.
Nicole, congratulations.
Nicole Rodriguez.
Eugene Mojica. Yeah, buddy.
Malia Andrade. There she is. Quinn Dasher.
Deshaun Hundley.
I don't know. Are we doing on internet now? Yeah. Okay, switch. Jerry. Switch. Pull the switch up. Thank you. Thank you.
Azriel Gonzalez. Marlon Vargas. Peter Kingston. Mark Stolyarchuk. Asia Reed Coleman.
Which way should I? That's the way I think.
Trinity Quinn. Trevor
Maybe I'm giving it to.
Davila. Taylor Williams.
Good job, Taylor. Alexis moves.
Adam Ball. Quentin McCarter. Sydney Spain. Megan Woods. Christina Polivoda. Faith Danielle White. Dylan Casamiro.
Hold on.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dylan Bacon. Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Dylan Bacon.
Don't score to me.
Selena Viena. Fabrizio Armando Ore. Casaya Rodriguez. Ricardo Mendiola.
Yeah, buddy.
Mario Torres. Juan Hernandez.
Which hand do I use?
Gisela Tampico. Amani Towns. Alicia Pankey.
Oh my God.
Dacia Knowles. Jasmine Maribel Rodriguez Oriantes. Alexia Wilson Kidd. Ramon Ramirez. Janice Sefu. Sadiq Aroni. Philip Lamb. Hania Garces. Ruben Garces. Okay. Angelica Monique Garcia. Ross Dillon E. William.
Wait. Okay. Nico Straight.
There you go, Nico. Congratulations. Aaliyah, good job.
Aaliyah Reynolds. DeMarlo Charles Griffin. Michael Barnett.
Good job, Michael.
Mia Barnett. John Maralt. Grace Maralt.
Tammy.
Spencer Miller. Mackenzie Caney. Elijah Stewart. Damian Stepanek.
Good job, Danny.
Valeria Tovar. Katina Dan. Kaylin Swank.
Good job, Kayla.
Madison May McCord. Nathan Eastler. Joshua Johnson.
See me?
Nicholas Johnson. Benjamin Johnson.
There you go, James.
James Stillings. Sky Dubois. Malcolm Royster. Jean-Luc Conway. Alexander Rodas. Sorry.
Good job, Alex.
Raimundo Valencia. Valencia.
Hey.
Melvin Longi. Ali Hussein. Jose Juarez Serna.
There's my guy. I love it. It's a straight FaceTime right there.
Good job. Tiana Whittle.
Good job, Kiana.
Say your first name. Ala Chins.
I got it.
Leah von Poppenberg.
There you go, Tremaine.
Tremaine Christopher.
Oh my.
Mark Veselov.
Good job, buddy. Congrats.
Michael Yelton.
Good job, Mike.
Chase Walton. They're still coming. Oh, Lord. Maria Hernandez. Genesis Ramos.
Never fixes all the open doors.
Isabel Adams Torres.
Mike, the first two split off for
Kiara Artis. Lord Josiah Mitchell. Luis Luna. Matagi Tuhiloma. Okay. Arturo Cisneros.
Yeah, Arturo.
Diana Alonso. Diana.
Hector Reyes Alvarez.
What?
Hector Reyes Alvarez.
Reyes.
Hector, yeah, Reyes Alvarez.
Hector Reyes Alvarez. Jessie Montero. Juan Carlos Duval. Abby Garcia. Keilani Sangquin. Tanzanique Smith. Leilani. No, hold on.
Just go louder.
Leilani Vasquez.
That's how loud they should be every person. That's how loud they should be.
Selena Reed. Kiana Weston. Lamari Jackson. Shaylin Greer. Janae Edwards. Sean Hardy. Donovan Sanders. Tajon Davis. Montier McHenry.
That's it.
Is that it?
I don't think you can.
Are we on? Oh, perfect.
What a wonderful opportunity when it takes us this long to get through the graduates. That's a good problem to have. Yes, one last round of applause for 2019. Yes. Yes. How we doing? Yes, while we wait, we're just going to have our student speakers come back. Alicia, Danny, and Kia, will you come back to the podium? I do right here.
Class of 2019, please rise.
Yeah, but
You want it to go in the middle?
just right here. The girls are all
Right now? Class of 2019, please rise.
Please rise. And then step out of the way, Danny will do the next one.
We will now turn our tassels from left to right.
And then Alicia, congratulations, class of 2019.
Congratulations, what?
Graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you so much. Graduates remain standing. Student speakers, I'd like to thank you, but I'd also like to conclude by thanking our families, extended family, and overall community for your support of these graduates. A very special thank you again to our staff, and most importantly, every person who's provided the gift of belief in these young people. Graduates, as you continue to celebrate this milestone, please be safe, be well, take care of yourself so you can care for one another. Superintendent and board, will you please stand and join us in congratulating our students? And also our VIP staff members, perfect. You will then now follow out, and we invite you to be the first ones off the stage, and then our graduates. Thank you. Staff,
Will staff please exit the stage to greet the class of 2019?
And then Asia, you'll start us. Perfect. We already did it. We did it? Yeah. Perfect. Our staff is waiting for you, graduates, line by line, starting with Asia. Go ahead and exit the stage. Wait. Families, we'll wait for our graduates to greet us. Families, let our graduates exit, and then we'll join them for refreshments.